Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is a plan with me in my Hobonichi Weeks, and it is the last week of Hobonichi Weeks 2020. And today I wanted to do another art washi spread, but the washi that I'm using right now is a little on the kawaii side, so it's very cute. It is artworks of cats on a green background, and I'm also using 2 more washi rolls from some of my favorite shops, and I've had these for some time and I used them before, and I'm gonna see if I can link both videos down below. So here I have all of the cat art, and I just cut off where it starts to repeat. So I'm going to use all of the artwork here because they are super cute. This is from Taiwan, and it's a gift from my brother-in-law's girlfriend, so my husband's brother, and I decided to use it for this spread. It's a very special roll. I don't use it very often, but for special occasions I think it's okay to use some of your most loved rolls, or most treasured ones rather. So here I'm just layering the 2 different kinds of washi. So I have a solid color and a grid washi, and those are the 2 washi designs or patterns that are the best together for layering. So that's just a little tip. As for the washi itself, the art washi, it has a colored background, so it's a little tricky to use. You can't use it similar to if it was just on a plain background or a white background. So I was going to have to work with the colors of, or the color of the background of the art washi that I was using. So I'm creating that again on Monday using a different cat, and this one is stretching. We used to have cats back home, but of course we can't bring them to Australia, and it's very difficult to get pets here in Australia. I'm in Queensland, and a lot of the places for rent do not allow pets. So we're gonna have to just stick with drawings and cat videos on YouTube. We watch those a lot. So also, I'm sorry for the wind. It was a very windy day, and it's summer now in Australia, so I had the window open. But that shouldn't be too much of a bother, hopefully. And those are 2 cats playing with a toy. They are being friends. Not a lot of cats who live together are friends. They're just like people in that way, I think. So here is more layering action, and I think that if you use just a few kinds of washi, it is nicer because it's a little less cluttered. Although I do have some spreads that have multiple types of washi, and those tend to be quite busy. So you have to be very careful about the placing. But here, since I'm not using a ton of washi and a ton of washi patterns, I can be less careful with where I'm placing all the washi. So basically, if you're wondering, I place washi where I usually don't write or write minimally. If there are spaces where I do write a lot, I make sure that there is minimal deco or washi stickers and such like on there. And for my future Hobonichi Weeks, so my 2021 Hobonichi Weeks, I have 2. I have the journaling one, which will look exactly like this, with even more decos and ephemeras and stamps, maybe coloring as well. So that's gonna be my journal. But the one I have a setup on, which I will link down below, that has reached 3,000 views. Thank you so much for all your support. That's gonna be my functional one, and I'm gonna have a very different kind of aesthetic on that planner. And that planner, the one I chose for my EDC, is the bendy one. So it's the soft cover one, so that it's a lot more sturdy and I wouldn't have to worry about it if I just chuck it in my backpack whenever I need to go travel. Because I live an hour away from school. So here's the bottom bar by itself, just a little feature of the bottom bar. It is super cute. I love it so much, and I thought that, you know, I'm proud of it. So I'll just have that little clip over there to show you it. So here I'm just adding a few more washi to spaces that I feel like are feeling a little empty and that I probably wouldn't be using. And just trimming off edges of, well, that washi that I put on there. So here I'm using or repeating a few of the designs or the art. So I've already used these two playing cats, and you can see it right there over the number 11. But here I'm going to separate these two because I feel like I can. Nothing is connecting them, and they have two very different kinds of poses. So I'm temporarily going to put the smaller one at the bottom, but I'm gonna move that in a little bit. But first, let's clean up the one that's standing, so the cat that's standing. And I'm just gonna put it over Saturday because what I want to do is to create a little deco on the weekend, well, on Friday and Saturday, just to mark the end of the weekday and the start of the weekend. Because, you know, you gotta have something to look forward to nowadays. So in contrast to the other washi art, I've actually cut very close to the art this time so that there's very little of the green showing, just so it's very clear that these are separate images. So that's also one of the tricks that you can do if you're repeating images of an art washi already, because there wasn't enough art to go around the first time. And then of course I'm going to layer washi once again, and that's definitely going to make it seem like a very different kind of art design or artwork. I believe this is original artwork, and the painter or artist had his stamp on the washi, but I cut that off and I couldn't read it anyways because I don't read Chinese. But I wish I did. But it's so hard. So here's the finished spread without any pens, and as you can see, it's very decorated, but at the same time it's also quite minimalist with the placing of the washi, the types of washi that I use, the colors. So even though you are using a whole lot of washi like I was for this spread, you can also still make it quite minimal if you just are mindful of, once again, placement and types of washi. So here I just pulled the bujo that I'm using for my monthlies as a guide for when I write on my weekly spread. And if you want to see how I do that, because I do that quite often, I mean every week and several times a week, I'll link that video down below. So that would have been my mid-month update. By the way, the pen that I'm using is the Pilot Kakuno in the special edition Kumori. I've had this or have used this pen quite a lot already on this channel. I'm hoping to get more pens in the future, like in December as Christmas presents, but we shall see if that would happen. So that's it for us today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.